Hey, it's me. So, welcome to the video. Today, I wanted to take you guys on a journey with me. I've been trying to become more competitive as a Duel Links player. I tend to play casually and for the purposes of making content primarily, but every now and then I dabble, get into tournaments, see what's meta, and I watch tournaments just to keep my finger on the pulse of the meta. But I wanted to throw my hat in the ring and have a little fun with it at the same time. So, I'm entering a DLE event tonight. I think it's a battle phase that they're doing, and I'm taking my Bujin deck just to see how far I make it. I'm not expecting to win, obviously, or anything. I just thought it would be fun to kind of take you guys with me and show you what it's like getting into a tournament and maybe encourage you guys to do it because it's actually really fun. I've been doing it recently and it's just a very enjoyable way to test yourself and play the game. No one judges you, no one will make you feel bad except maybe your opponent. It doesn't really matter though. Because all that matters is getting better at the game. So let's register and get signed in. So a little bit of a mistake, an error on my part between now and when I recorded the part that you just watched. I already registered for the event, so I didn't get to show you guys the process of how I did it, but it's really easy. You just join the Duel Links Entertainment Discord that they have. It's completely free, and then you just go to the announcements tab. They announce when they're having these tourneys, which are like almost every day if I'm not mistaken. You just click on it and then it takes you to Smash GG, you make your account and you sign in. Simple as that. I've got my opponent for the first round, so we haven't been called to the table yet. The tournament is supposed to start, I think, in a minute, if it hasn't already started. I have to refresh the page to keep on checking to see if we've been called, and if I'm not mistaken, I thought if I refresh the page it would show me that it started because it's 8:01. I guess it's not on the dot, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, so I guess we just wait to get called to the table and then we meet our opponent. While we wait, I might as well show you the deck list that I'm going in with. I'm on my phone, right? I play on mobile a lot of the time, so this is the deck list that I'm taking in for Bujins. I've got obviously the standard 3 copies of Yamato. I'm taking in 3 copies of Fox. I'm going with the Ties of the Brethren focus build. I prefer it because you can get very aggressive with it, and then using the ZW skill, because you're cutting your life in half with Ties of the Brethren, it opens you up to a lot of plays. You get to see the top card of your deck and change it into a light monster. Maybe get an extra special summon in to help you with XZ summoning. My extra deck looks like this. I've got Paladynamo in there because there's a really clean OTK you can do. The skill gives me Utopia Ray, so I added in a Utopia, and Diamond Direwolf in case I run up against Necro Valley, because if I do, I might end up being kind of stuck. Tanky is a really good card in Bujins right now. It just helps you to search out the deck. I decided to go with Fire Formation Gyoku as my back row removal, as it were. It's not removing the back row, it's locking it down. Not because it's better than MST or Cosmic Cyclone or any of those things. I didn't want to use Cosmic Cyclone in this build because I'm playing around with my life points so much. I don't want to have a card that's reliant on me having enough life points to use it. You probably would be safe enough to use Cosmic, but then you'd only ever get to use it once because you'd only have 1,000 life points left after you use a Cosmic and a Ties, which means that the second copy would automatically become dead. And I kind of just like Yoku, so I can just lock down my opponent's back row, and they don't get to use a different piece of back row in that slot, so that might be useful. Or I might get MST'd, and we'll just have to hold that. Now, with these events, you also have a 7-card side deck, so you play best 2 out of 3 in 5 different rounds, and then whoever has the best scores in those 5 rounds moves on to what they call the top cut, the top 32, right? So you take in your main deck, and if after the first battle against your opponent you want to change the cards, you can switch out cards in your side deck. So my side deck looks like this. I added in Heraldry Patriarch because Harpies are pretty, they're popular right now. Also Stygian Judge for the same reason. If we run into Harpies, maybe Resonators. I'm not too knowledgeable about what the meta is right now because the ban list just hit, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to run up against. Harpies, Mirror of Others to deal with Harpies, Blue Eyes, anything that might special summon from the main deck, basically. And then Ophidian for the double jump strategy that I like to do with the Bujin. In case I'm backed into a corner and I need to just attack my opponent's life points directly, I'll side into this. So that's what I'm running with. And we've been called. I think my opponent might have changed. I don't think I'm up against the same person, which it doesn't really matter. It looks like there's about 112 people playing today. So I just want to see how well I do, the kinds of things that I run into, and how badly this goes for me. It might have been a mistake to try to record this. Okay, so my opponent is already in the room. He hasn't put up a room code, so I'll just make a room real quick and we can get started. Okay, so I've got a room ready to go. 349-256-34, and he's posted a room. Okay, cool. So let's erase this and say thanks. Good luck, we'll hop into the room and we begin. Okay, so I'm a little nervous, not as nervous as I was at my first ever tournament, right? But like at the start, you still do get those jitters when like the world seems bright and hopeful and there's an actual chance that things could go well. But let's just not overthink it. Let's not overthink it. Let's just have fun with it. Roll with the punches. This is our guy. And see what he's bringing to the table. I'm curious to see what deck he's running. Okay, his record, is that the legend symbol or I think that's the legend symbol, not the King of Games symbol. That literally means nothing. This could be one of the most challenging games ever. Not everyone goes to COG in every season anymore. Oh, I need to get my settings right. I just logged in on this device. I need to get my settings right to make sure that I don't mess myself up. Okay, it's Melodious. Let's go. He's using one of the new decks. That's actually really, really cool. What has he done? Has he activated okay, from Songstress to Maestro. I don't know what that does. I don't know what that is. Hold on, stop, slow down, stop. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Okay. I mean, he's using most of the cards that were in his hand are now on the field. I wasn't paying enough attention to keep track of what's happening, bro. Stop! What is this? Okay, his boss monster hits the field. That's fair enough. That's the one that can't be destroyed by battle, and I might be in danger here because that card can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Now, how do I deal with this is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna go with my standard route, right? I opened actually a very good hand, so I shouldn't complain. This hand is good, so I'm gonna Ties of the Brethren onto Mikazuchi and get my other monsters on the field, and we make plays from there. I think the best out to that boss monster is Paladynamo. I'm gonna go for a Paladynamo OTK, so I end my turn on a board state such as this, and I get my whole Bujin combo going. Now, I was lucky enough to open a crane, so I'm not going to add a crane to my hand. So the thing about Bujins is if you watch what we add to our hand and what we send to the graveyard, you can keep track of all of the effects that we have at our disposal. So one of the strongest turns for you as a Bujin player, despite the deck starting up so slow, is turn 1. Because whatever you get, your opponent doesn't know, they cannot know what those cards are because you've never showed them to them. So if I don't add a crane to my hand and if I don't send a sinew to the graveyard, until he declares battle and we get to the damage phase, he has no way of knowing that one of the cards in my hand is crane. So that's how we're doing things today. Sorry, I'm looking down a lot because I'm focusing on the Duel in my hand, and also the device that I'm using, the internet connection isn't great on it, which is annoying. I'm doing a data transfer currently. I was working on a different video when I just randomly decided to join the tournament. So I was downloading the game again on my actual main phone. This is just a secondary one that I use for like alt accounts and everything, which is why I had to do my data and everything over here. But once my phone is done, we'll switch over to that device because it's better. I have no idea what he's doing. I'm not reading anything right now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's happening, but we should be okay, right? I'm not too worried, and then after this duel, I'm going to side deck into Ophidian. That way I can attack him directly if the need arises, right? Okay, he's doing something. That's all I really know. Okay, he's ready to declare an attack. Now, I know you can't be destroyed by battle. What about you? During either player's turn, target up to 3 cards in the graveyard and banish them. No. I should have read that sooner. Hold on. That is not good. Okay, think, Soul. What do you do? I actually thought I put the fox in the graveyard and not the hare. That was my bad. I'll just activate the hare on Yamato just for the sake of doing it, I suppose. That was a massive mistake. I thought I sent the fox to the graveyard there. I need to watch my hands. I feel like when I'm doing live commentary like this, I play significantly worse, unfortunately. But regardless of that fact, we should be okay here. So because we opened the crane, I think we're okay here, right? And again, he has no way of knowing that I have the crane at my disposal, right? So that deals with one of the monsters. I'm assuming, yeah, he crashes with that one, and that should destroy me, but the hare should protect me, right? Okay, I still take damage, but the hare protects me from destruction, and then I get to search my deck out again. So I don't think he completely knows what my deck does. Maybe he does, and he just didn't really care. Maybe he wasn't looking to destroy anything on my board. Maybe keep it clogged up. I don't really know. But regardless of that fact, I think we just won this match, I think. Bro, my heart is pounding right now. We might have just won this round, not this overall match, but I think we just took this game, right? He doesn't have any back row, so I'm going to convert that card into a level 4 monster that I can summon, making use of the skill, and we go forward from there. So I'll grab this from my from the deck, and we're going with the Paladynamo strat. Bro, I wish my internet connection wasn't so bad right now. So a lot of you probably have never seen this before, because a lot of people just haven't seen a lot of Bujin play take place, right? But regardless of that fact, what's about to happen is a Paladynamo OTK, where I'm going to activate this skill. It lets me special summon the monster that I drew from my deck just for free. I get a free normal summon effectively that can't be responded to. Even if he could respond to it, he doesn't really have an effect to respond to it with. And sadly, this internet connection is just trying to be the death of me. I messed it up. I messed it up already somehow. Somehow I already messed it up, right? Because the core thing, I was supposed to summon Yamato. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm not paying enough attention, right? I was supposed to summon Yamato with that play, but it's fine because I can summon Tsukuyomi instead. That absolutely works just as well because he has 3,200 life points. So had I not used Crane on the last turn, I might have actually been a little bit stuck here. So we activate Starleech Paladynamo, we'll attach 2 materials to the graveyard, send these 2 cards out, and we negate the effects of his boss monster. It's indestructible, but it's not untargetable, right? Then I normal summon Yamato and I crash into it using the Crane. Now, the strategy that I was trying to show you is lethal no matter, even if he hadn't taken damage, would have been lethal because you can do 4,800 damage to the face for free, basically. But this works just as well. Okay, so we swing in. Now I know that they have a hand trap, right? They have a hand trap, which I'm assuming that he ends. I want to assume that, okay, no, he doesn't have it. Never mind. Never mind. There was no response. There was no nothing. GG's on round 1, bro. Bujins. Okay, so that was a pretty good round 1. That was a pretty good round 1. I think I need to side into Ophidian just in case I don't open that well in the next game, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Also, I should report the game. You're supposed to report the games as you go, so I won round 1, verify the results, submit, and now I can side deck real quick. Bro, I'm shaking a little bit. I was not expecting that to go as well as it did, bro. Okay, so what do I know about his deck? He didn't appear to have very much back row at his disposal, so I don't think that I need Gyoku in this battle, right? He didn't do anything to me that showed me that he had back row like crazy, right? So I feel like the card to get here is Ophidian and maybe Mirror of Oaths just in case, right? Because that spell card that he used to summon a monster from his main deck on his turn 1. So in case I go first, maybe if I have Mirror of Oaths, I can disrupt that. Because the thing about side decking is you're supposed to think about the best possible ways to counter your opponent. And I don't know that much about his deck, so I don't really know how to counter him. Where's my Mirror of Oaths? Okay, done. So I'm going back in. When you side deck, you have to come back in with the exact same amount of cards that were in your overall deck. You can't like add your entire side deck on top of what you had already and go with that. So let's see how this next battle goes. Maybe we get a clean 2-0 out of this. You never know. I'm a little bit of a mess. Look at my hair, bro. I've been pulling on it, man. That was an exciting first game. I was very excited to see Melodious at work as well. Why isn't this starting? Hold on. I think it's bugging out. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm curious to see what he does on this go through is the thing, right? Because now he knows. So I've shown him one of the best weapons in my arsenal. He knows that I have Paladynamo. He knows that I can negate his boss monster. So I'm curious to see if Melodious has another route that they could maybe go down to avoid being put in that same situation. Am I going first or second? I was not paying enough. I bricked, bro. Hold the phone. I think all of his removal is destruction based though, so it's not that bad. Right? Because he could crash into a fox and buy me some time. But yeah, this is definitely a brick. I'm also, I need to remember, he can banish cards from my graveyard. I need to be very careful when dealing with that. End phase. Okay, so it's not a crazy turn 1 to deal with. Give me a good card. Give me a Beast Warrior, please. Please. Damn it. Oh, my days, bro. Okay, so we're not in a terrible position. We're actually not in a bad position whatsoever. I don't think he has any non-destruction removal. Right? I'm pretty sure the skill that he's running prevents him from using things other than Melodious monsters, and I don't think Melodious monsters can deal with me other than through conventional means, right? Is he just gonna, if he just swings, that would be fine. If he just swings, that's okay. But what I need to happen here is I need him to make use of his ability to try and banish this card from my graveyard. I don't even know what to do. Okay, damn, he got rid of the monster that I was the most worried about. He got rid of the monster that I was the most, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty good now. This is actually looking pretty good. I can't play recklessly. Ooh, hold on, think so. You can't play recklessly. What do I do here? I think I normal summon this, and I don't want to get offensive just yet. I don't think now is the time to get offensive, because I still have to be weary about the things that he can do. But that being said, that I know what to do. Okay, I have a plan. I know what to do. I'm going to activate Susanoo's effect, detach a fox to the graveyard, and add just a random Bujin card to my hand, preferably something that will help me out in the graveyard. So let's go with hair. The hair was pretty useful last time around. I'll add the Bujinki hair to my hand. Then I'm going to use Ophidian to boost over his monster and just slap him in the face directly, right? That's the plan, that's the play. Then on the next turn, he's most likely going to crash into my monster to destroy it. I can send the hair to the graveyard to prevent the destruction, and even if I don't prevent the destruction, the point is, no, I won't prevent the destruction. I'll let him destroy my monster. That way I have a banished monster, one, and then I can Bujin Incarnate on my next turn. So he needs to destroy me on this turn. That's actually what I want here. Okay, he's coming in. He's coming in hot, beautiful. So I think I take this hit. I have to just let this, no, I'm dumb. I'm dumb when I do the things that I do. I didn't need to take the damage. I just needed to take the hit. But it doesn't really matter. Let's end the turn, see what we draw into next turn, and make our play from there. Fire formation tanky, bro. Does this change things? Think so. What do you do? He can't be destroyed by card effects, so there's no point in going into another Susanoo. I only have one Ophidian in the deck. I wish I had two. I wish I had two in my side deck. All right, let's activate this. I think we need to go with the slower route. Rather than trying to kill him on this turn, let's slowly set up our board in the way that we did in the last duel and make our plays off of that, right? He doesn't really have the means to disrupt me in my primary strategies, so I just need to do what I'm doing confidently. Okay, yeah, just my standard setup, and I end my turn. So the duel's basically been reset. This is like I opened perfectly now. So the brick that I opened on is now irrelevant. He might have bricked too, or maybe his deck just isn't very good going first. What do I add to my hand? And then send to the grave? I don't need a Crane. The Crane is useless in this duel. And also, he might have the potential to banish my cards. So what I'll do is I'll get myself a Yamato for next turn, and send this to the graveyard. Yeah, okay, that's the plan. I'm going to Paladynamo again. I just made a massive mistake. I just discarded my Bujin Incarnation to the graveyard. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what came over me, and now he has back row, bro. Now he has back row? Oh my days. Think so. What do I do here? I think in this situation, I specifically want to protect my Yamato. I'll discard Hair to the graveyard and then activate Hair's effect from the graveyard to keep Yamato from being destroyed here. And then I can try and make a play from next turn, right? Like I shouldn't have discarded the Bujin Incarnation. That was completely reckless, right? And he doesn't take back, the Crane is useless. He doesn't take damage, right? But Mikazuchi, being the realest of G's, searches out my deck for my other Bujin Incarnation. That's beautiful. I don't think I need more cards in the graveyard, so I'm not going to activate Arasuda's effect. Let's activate this effect. Again, Crane is useless, so I do not mind transforming the Crane in my hand into something else, right? So let's get ourselves, let's get the Unicorn Spear out and make the exact same play over again. That back row is activatable. He can use that now. He can use that from now. Paladynamo is my only out right now. I'm actually very nervous about making Paladynamo here. I know what to do. Okay, we won't make Paladynamo. We're not going to make Paladynamo here. We're going to make Diamond Direwolf first, destroy his back row, and then we can go into our actual play because I don't need to boost. He's only got 1,600 life points left, so a simple Paladynamo attack will take him out. Book of Moon. Yeah, that works. That's actually still fine. That's actually still okay. Doesn't really matter because I activate the skill and I can still summon Palindynamo onto the field. But what if he has that hand trap this time around? In the last duel, he didn't have the hand trap. What if he does this time is my biggest question at present, right? That's my biggest question right now. But there's no time to ask it, so let's just swing with Palindynamo and see what happens. He surrenders, let's go! We win round 1, my guy. Oh, that's beautiful to me. That's beautiful to me. Oh, he's not happy with me. I'm gonna apologize. I'm sorry, bro. GG's my guy. Yeah, I wish. Well, he still gets to play. He still gets to keep on going in the tournament, right? So he's just lost round 1, but he still gets to keep on playing. So hey, maybe we'll see Melodious in the top cut still. But that was a fun game, bro. That was a really, really fun game. All right, so in the meantime, I guess I just wait here for the next round to start. Yeah, I'm very happy with how everything progressed. I can't change my side deck, unfortunately. I'm stuck with that side deck. That battle made me wish I had a second Ophidian in my deck because that would have been my only out there. But it is what it is. We made it through, and that's all that matters. Let's wait to see who our next opponent is. Okay, awesome. I think we just got called for round 2. Who's my opponent? Needson. All right, let's check in and see what we're up against. Oh, okay, so I'm here before him. That's fair enough. I'll make a room then, and we can get started. Hey, friend, the duel room is 622-291. I hope 622-291. I'm pretty sure that's correct. All right, beautiful. And now we just wait. See, now what's really cool is that Smash GG lets you see your opponent's win to loss ratio, and so I know that this person is also up 1 game. I don't know how close that game was, but they're up 1, so I expect that they'll be relatively soon coming. Sometimes I think you run into people who might have lost a game and then just decide that they're not taking part in the rest of the tournament, but because he won, I expect him to show up. I think Smash actually tries to match you against people with a similar win to loss ratio as yours, so that should be interesting to see how it goes. Bro, I was hanging out steady chilling. I was like, wow, Needson sure is taking a while. He got DQ'd. He didn't show up, but he was up 1 game, so I don't know why. Maybe his mom called him in for dinner, so I don't know why that happened, but I guess we get a free win. Does that count? Because the thing about it is, does that count as me getting 2 wins if my opponent gets DQ'd? I actually don't know, because let's say it goes down to a tiebreaker. What would the DQ count for? I hope that doesn't count against. I don't see why it would count against you. Actually thinking about it, they wouldn't do it like that. So I guess we move on to the next round. Bro, it has been like half an hour, if not more, since my last match. I called my landlord. I started making dinner, that took a while, especially considering the fact that I didn't get to duel against my last opponent. So it's been a while since I actually got to do anything. Goddamn. So my new opponent is Tyzilla. He's also up 2-0, which makes me believe that you're automatically matched with people with a similar win to loss ratio as you, which is very fair. Very fair. Let's see. My opponent isn't here. Okay, my opponent's got 5 minutes. They've got 5 minutes to show up. I'm just gonna tell them what the room code is and wait. Oh, he showed up. Thank goodness he showed up. Watch him clap me in 10 seconds. At least we have a match. Let's get ourselves ready. Okay, it's time. Let's see what our guy has got. I managed to switch over to my phone, my actual proper phone, for the rest of the matches, which is really good. So it's not going to be lagging. It's going to be seamless like it needs to be. Hold on, all of those qualifications that just went by, Sartorius. All right, so this could be Valkyries. This could be Noble Knights. It's probably not Desperado Barrel Dragon. There's no point in trying to make a game plan before I see his opening, hand is open. It's Noble Knights. Look at how big that deck is. Look at how fat that deck is right now. Light Barrier. It's Noble Knights. It's Noble Knights, hands down. Ooh, but he bricked. Okay, so that's not, but I bricked. Okay, so we set pass. Here. That is not good. We didn't open up a Beast Warrior of any sort. So I end my turn on that note, I suppose. The great thing about Noble Knights is, well, actually, if he makes a King Custonin on his next turn, he could bounce me back to hand, which okay, never mind. Okay, so do I get aggressive here or do I set more cards? We've come a long way in this event. I don't want to throw it all away by being too eager, so I'm going to set more cards, right? Because I feel like I've sussed out and figured out what he most likely is playing. He still has no clue what my deck is. Fire Formation Tenki, if I play that card, it will give it away 100%. But I think I can confidently play a Yamato and just rely on the fact that I have a set Fox, right? I can rely on the fact that I have a set Fox. So now he's going to know what I'm all about. But Noble Knights would have played something by now unless he hard bricked, right? It doesn't make sense for him to not be doing anything right now. And the back row is activatable, so going into an Exceed summon right now would not make sense. I think I should just swing. There's no Destiny Draw or anything to be worried about. I'm going to keep those two cards face down and just swing with Yamato because I'm not sure why he would be playing so passively is the thing. I'm worried about Drowning Mirror Force being one of the two cards. Book of Moon, fair enough, right? I can live with Book of Moon being one of the two cards. Yamato gets flipped face down and we go on to the next turn. Why isn't he doing anything? Storm, okay. Storm unexpected. I mean, I didn't need that card. It is Noble Knights. Until Noble Arms are needed, once again, was just sent to the graveyard. So it's confirmed, guaranteed, 100% Noble Knights. That last piece of back row is something to be weary about. Again, I can't think of. Okay, no, it's activatable, so it's not Drowning Mirror Force. It's activatable. It's not a drowning. Let's make ourselves an Xyz monster and see what we can do, right? Because because of the current board state, I'm in a relatively healthy situation, right? There isn't too much that could go wrong as things currently are. I say that and watch everything that could possibly go wrong. So I'm going to force him to use that back row, right? I know it's activatable. I'm going to force him into using it by sending these cards to the graveyard. Then I can normal summon and make my actual play. Oh, until Noble Arms are needed once again, so he's going to special summon a Noble Knight monster from his deck. I think he hard bricked, because a 30-card Noble Knight deck, like, he must have hard bricked there. Aha, and now he's going to equip something onto his Dristin. Okay, so it's starting to make sense now. It's all starting to come together. He's boosting up his attack and he's going to destroy my face-up monster. That's absolutely fine. Now, how do I choose to respond to you? I think we normal summon Quillin. And use that for our Xyz monster, right? Because if Quillin is on the field and then sent to the graveyard as one of the materials, it stands to reason he's not protected right now, right? That he didn't get Destiny. So that means I just have to destroy the Noble Knight one time and it's gone. And there's nothing for the Noble Knight monster equip card to like float onto currently because it's his only monster. So I can confidently do this. Now, what card do I want in my hand? I think I'm gonna get myself, I think I send a Tortoise to the graveyard actually. I think Tortoise to grave makes a lot of sense in case he goes into a King Custonin. So Tortoise to grave. You want to get as much card advantage as you can, but in a situation like this where I'm not sure what his plan is right now, I feel like I should be ready for anything and just protect myself as a result of that line of thinking, right? So let's just do that and then we swing. Now, if anything happens to Susano here, the fox that's attached to it will go to the graveyard and become activatable, so I'll be protected, and then I can boot incarnate on the next turn. So I'm chilling right now. Wow, he parallel twisted to get rid of me. He's dedicated to the cause. See, now I'm surprised I'm not facing more Harpies, right? Because Noble Knights are somewhat off. Okay, cool. We take round one. You love to see it. GG's. And now we can side for Noble Knights. Now, thinking about the cards that I have in my side deck, almost anything would be good here, right? Mirror of Oaths would prevent him from special summoning monsters from his deck using his trap card like he did in that last duel. But I feel like Stygian Dirge would be better because it would prevent him from XZ summoning, because I was having to dance around that potential Custonin, and this would take away that option from him, so I'm going to side into that. Now, the question I have for myself is, what do I take out to make room for that? Because the thing about it is, in a Noble Knight matchup, Noble Knights are a very versatile deck. Almost anything in my deck could be useful. Like in that situation, Quillin was very useful, and it could be useful to pop like their equip spells, for instance. Sinew for boosting attack because they can boost their attack very high. Relying on the fox is also very important, and I want to open well, which is why I'm running ties at 3. And also, if I doubt that they'll have that much back row, right? He did have back row in this last instance, but it wasn't anything to be worried about. But it's a 30-card deck is the thing, so he probably does have some back row in there. I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna take out Gyoku. I feel like Gyoku is my first real, the first thing that I think of to take out when the going gets tough, because like I can play through things using like the dire wolf, like I did in that last duel, right? It's not that bad. So I'm gonna add in Dirge at 2 copies, and that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, look at his tag. He says go easy on me. Oh, I'm not gonna do that, friend. Let's go, Fujin dominance. Let's get it. But yeah, all things considered, I'm having a lot of fun with this tournament, especially recording it, right? Like it's just, I just thought it would be fun to like take you guys along with me for the ride, and it's made it more entertaining because like even in the dull parts, my energy, I'm able to keep that up, right? Because like we're here together. I mean, you're not here with me now, but I'm here with you, so we're together, right? Ooh, beautiful opening, a beautiful opening. I cannot lose. Whenever I open this well, I just feel like I'm invincible. And I know in theory I'm not, but that's just how I feel. I'm going first. I open perfectly. I've got 2 monsters in hand, which is chef's kiss, a perfect number, right? We'll see how well he opens, right? Based on last game, you don't want to base it because like maybe he opens better this game than he does last game, but like I also opened my best, well, is this my best possible opening hand? It's not the best opening hand, but like it's pretty damn close, right? So I think, ooh, what do we do here? I'm going to opt to get myself a Crane, send Fox to grave, Crane, send Fox to grave, keep Sinew in hand. I feel like I shouldn't have gotten the Crane. Part of me feels like I shouldn't have gotten the Crane. But regardless of that fact, we just have to go with it, right? We just have to go with it. I want to have discardable cards at my disposal. So with Aura Student now, it's a bit of a risk. I need to draw into a monster that I want to discard, please. Yeah, okay, beautiful, beautiful. So I can send this to grave and keep a Fox in hand to discard for later. So we actually opened pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Okay, so my opponent's main phase, show me what you've got, my G. Let's get it. Right? I'm because next turn we Zexelmorph, and whatever's on his board, we're gonna be able to play through it. I should hope anyway. He didn't open perfectly, because normally with Noble Knights you want to either open on Madrot or you want to open on Merlin, but he's opening a board, so he's gonna be able to search out his deck for like spells and traps and everything, and maybe set up for next turn. But this turn he did not open as well as he clearly would have wanted to. He revealed 2 traps and a Guinevere, and he sent the Guinevere to grave. God damn it. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not the worst thing in the world because he doesn't have another normal summon, obviously. And I know for a fact that ooh. So one of those 2 traps is the freshly drawn one, right? One of those 2 traps was freshly drawn. And if he doesn't read, he's going to swing here, actually. Okay, he's not swinging. Fair enough. He reads. He read my cards. He knows what he's doing. All right, so what do we draw into? Show me something good, please. Right? Zexelmorph, yada, yada, yada. What do I get? A Fox. I'm going to exchange this. I'm going to activate my skill and exchange this because I want to have the freedom to do things as I see fit. And so we have to take a 50-50 here, right? We have to take a 50-50. I don't know which piece of back row would be which is the thing, right? I don't know which would be which, but I'm going to snipe the left one because he set that card very, very quickly. I'm going to snipe the left one and hope that that's the right answer and then see if I still have the cards to go in for an OTK. I don't think I will, but like, we'll see. Okay, so Diamond Direwolf hits the field. The back row is activatable, but his regular trap card would be activatable anyway, so that doesn't really mean anything. And it doesn't give me any clues as to what I might be dealing with, unfortunately, because I know what one of the cards is. Let's destroy ourselves and then destroy the card at the back left and hope that we win the 50-50. Please, please let me win the... Damn it, we lost the 50-50, bro. Oh my days. So now I'm in danger. Now I'm in a little bit of danger because I don't know what I could potentially be up against here, right? I don't know what I could be up against. I have to be somewhat careful to see if his back row is still activatable as we do what we're doing. Normal summon Fox, his back row is activatable. His back row is maybe it's a third copy of the trap, right? Because it's not a once per turn effect, but his back row is activatable. I'm hoping it's something like a Karma Cut, right? If it's a Karma Cut, I can come back from that. Ooh, do I play safe? I don't think it makes sense to play safe here right now, right? I feel like I need to be aggressive if I want to be successful in this situation. So I'm gonna go straight to Susano, right? It hits the field, his toggle comes on, he has something that's activatable, chooses not to use it so I can activate this effect. I have a feeling that that face down card is another copy of the trap, right? I have a strong feeling that it's another copy of the archetype specific trap. I could be wrong here. I could be wrong. He's not doing anything and it's making me worry, bro. I'm gonna add a Crane to hand just for that offensive potential, and also because, like, in case I need to discard for Fox and then rely on the Bujin Carnation in my hand. And then I'm also going to summon the Unicorn Spear because why not? Like, it's here, I might as well get it on the field. And this could potentially be an OTK. I know that he has an active trap in the graveyard that he could use to summon a monster onto the field, but luckily Susanoo can attack every single monster my opponent controls once each. Right? So I'm going to swing into this. He's most likely going to summon another monster to try and, like, bait me into... Huh? He needs to, if he wants to get another monster on the field, he has to... Oh my goodness, what is that? Mind Drain? What does that say? Effects of monsters in the hand cannot be activated, bro! Okay, if you say so, Chief. If you say so, Chief, bro. So he just completely locked me out of both my Cranes. That's a very good counter. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Ooh, I forgot. I have a Sinew in the graveyard. I can rely on that for later. So I'm not in a bad position per se, right? We're still in a fair enough, well off enough position. But that's interesting. We're locked out of Crane. Now I'm hoping that he's confident enough, having locked me out of Crane, that he forgets about Sinew, because if that happens, then we've got it, right? Because all it would take with his life points where they are right now is one swing where he doesn't calculate the numbers properly and we win. Bro, that Mind Drain side deck was actually genius. Like, big respect to you. What how do you pronounce Tyzilla, big respect to you. That was a very good side deck. So he assessed what happened in the first game and must have read the cards and just known that that was the way to go about doing things. Now the problem that he has is that he shut off my hand, he hasn't shut off my graveyard. Okay, that's a good, I forgot about that in his graveyard, to be fair. I forgot he had that at his disposal. So Dristan automatically going to pop my Susanoo, which is fair enough, which means I don't get to use the Sinew in the graveyard, which I can live with. Okay, sets a card face down. I have no idea what that could be, bro. I have no idea what that could be. Because how many of his traps are in the graveyard? Maybe he runs 3 copies of the trap and that's a 3rd copy of it in the graveyard. He's activating one now, getting another monster on the field, but he's got no more back row spaces available. The problem with running a continuous trap like Mind Drain is you have less room for your equip spells and everything. So whatever he summons is going to be a level 4. Maybe he makes a Custom in this turn. Okay, Madrada on the field, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for a Custom or something, right? No, he's just swinging. Okay, fine, fair. Would this be lethal? I don't know if this would be lethal, actually. Hold on. I should have counted that first before. He would have missed lethal by 100 life points. That would have been, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have, you always save it. You have to save it until you need it is the thing, right? If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monster, wait, why am I reading? I know what Bujin Carnation does. Why am I reading this right now? Draw, I'll have 2. I'll keep that. I'll hold that in my back pocket. Now let's begin. Now, depending on what that last face down card is, this is lethal. This is a GG. So let's see what he's got in his back pocket. Okay, Yamato hits the field, Fox hits the field as well. I'm going to see how much he knows about the Bujin archetype. I think the only monster that makes sense to make in this situation is Tsukuyomi. Reason being, if he removes me via any form of card effect, I get to summon 2 Beast Warrior monsters from my graveyard. Not many people know about that effect of Tsukuyomi because Susanoo is so much flashier and people pay so much more attention to it. But there's a bit of a delay. He's planning on doing something, I don't know what. And then using the Sinew in the graveyard, I can turn this into lethal if the need arises, right? Because this will Book of Moon. Okay, no, that's a good way. Okay, that's a good counter. He's not destroying it. He's not removing it from the field. That is a solid counter to Tsukuyomi, actually. Thinking about it, and if it's face down, its effect won't activate, to be fair. So, like, that's solid counter. Well played. All right, I end my turn. And so what he has to do now with the situation that he's currently in, he needs to, because his Dristan isn't strong enough to beat over, and if maybe if he has an Arphrager, he could destroy me face down and lose some attack as a result. But if he equips another equip spell, then that means he's locked out of spells and traps, and next turn I win. Oh, he went with the Arphrager. I know that it makes sense, right? I understand the reasoning as to why you would do that. Destroy me while I'm face down. Oh, doesn't equip it to, oh yeah, it makes sense to not equip it to Dristan. Equips it to Madrat, activates Arphrager, but now there's no way that you can win, unfortunately. Not that I can see anyway, unless I'm missing something. Maybe I've missed something just crucial, something fundamental, because now, especially because that's equipped to Madrat now, he can't XZ summon, right? There's no level 5 well, maybe he put a level 5 in his deck, because there are level 5 monsters, but no one runs them, is the thing, right? Okay, he's got 2 level 4s. He could make a Custonin. But I don't think he's planning on doing that, right? And now that he doesn't have back row, I can read past it, so I think we're fine. Going for a Custonin, I respect it, and that frees up one of his back row spaces. Smart. Okay, that's actually very, very good. So he's not actually going into swing, and now he has a space for back row. He can put, so he can put Gwennefer onto this. So I think he's read my graveyard. He knows what I've got at my disposal, and so he's playing cautiously as a result of that. That's actually very, very good. If I had Ophidian in my main deck, this would still be lethal, but I don't, so he's fine. Right? I'm gonna activate the skill. I think I'm just gonna end my turn on that note, actually, right? Because he doesn't have anything in attack position. There's no need to summon anything onto the field, and I've still got my monster in the graveyard to rely on. There's no way for him to make another level 5 monster. Wait, no, even could Merlin help him make a level 5 monster in this? No, he couldn't, right? That's not possible. So the Merlin can get a level 4 out of the deck, but because his back row is clogged up now, there's no way, unless one of those monsters gets removed somehow, that he can do it. Brothers in defense, so he's going full on defensive plays, right? He's taking, so he knows what all my cards do. He's playing it completely defensively. I respect it. Now I'm the one in the hot seat now because I could deck out. He could deck me out. So I need to make sure that that doesn't happen. I think I'm gonna leave it one more turn and then I'll make my play. I'll give it one more turn and then I'll start making plays if he doesn't do anything else. Right? Because if he, in the current board, he ends his turn. Okay, so I think I start making plays from here. Hey guys, sorry if you were enjoying the duel. I'm sorry if you were enjoying the gameplay. I have some kind of bad news. My recording setup fizzled out in the middle of the duel. The reason being, you probably notice when I do my edits and when I put my videos out, there's breaks in between each take because my camera and my setup isn't built to just do really, really long takes, like long stints of time. And this one duel ended up taking about 30 to 40 minutes, right? Like this duel ended up being quite long. He ended up stalling me out. The board state that you saw just now is where my camera stopped recording, but the audio was still there. And that brother's custody, basically he locked me out of being able to attack and I couldn't get through. And I was running so low on time that I had a play, but I couldn't get it right, unfortunately. So I'm gonna just jump to where the footage comes back in and you'll see how long the duel was. I realized at a point that it stopped recording, so I was able to redo the setup, but then that had a negative impact on the duel because I lost more time. So you'll see, I'll just show you. Bro, that turn took everything I had. If not for that second mind drain, he'd be dead. Bro. Okay, so how do I deal with him on the next turn? I feel like I've managed to expend a lot of his resources. I just needed a little bit more attack. 100 more attack and I had lethal. 100 more attack and I have lethal in that situation. And I didn't set Stygian Dirge again. God damn, I am all over the place. I'm a mess. Okay, so he's trying to destroy my Susano by giving up the Gwennefer. But by doing that, didn't he just give me... Didn't I just win because he did that? Why would he do that? Why did he do that? No. Why would you do that? Hold on. This is lethal. This is lethal right here and right now. Shut up, Saul. Focus. No! Oh, I forgot about the Merlin in the graveyard, bro. And I didn't set Stygian Dirge again. What am I threw this game so freaking hard. I threw this game so damn hard, it is ridiculous, bro. I am sorry. Bro, I have never known Noble Knights to play this much stall. I actually have a little bit of respect, or rather, I feel a little bit of respect for the fact that Boojins are making Noble Knights shake like this, right? Making them hide like this. Okay, so what do I do? Think, Saul. Do I have an answer? I don't have an answer and I don't have time. I'm about to deck out. Think, focus. Okay, so I'm still very low on attack. I don't know what to do. I'm 100 short. So I was wrong before. Before I said I need 100, I need 200. And I can't use the crane in my hand to boost over that Custonin. I'm a little bit stuck as things currently are. Parallel Twister to get rid of my back row. That makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Bro, I don't think there's anything I can do. I feel like I made too many mistakes here. I feel like I made too many mistakes over the course of the duel to be able to recover now. Like, when I watch this back to edit it, I'll probably see more, but like off the top of my head, I feel like there were 2 instances where I could have just had a lot more beneficial of a position, and I just didn't. I just didn't play well enough, unfortunately. And I don't think that there's anything else that I have at my disposal. Looking at my banished cards, looking at the cards in my graveyard, I've used up all of my outs. Which means that in order to win, he would have to make a mistake and put something in attack position, right? He would have to put something in attack position for me to win. Oh, I'm putting Ophidian back in the deck, bro. If I had Ophidian in the deck, this would have been an easy dub. If Ophidian was in the deck, this would have been an easy dub, so we're gonna have to take this to the next game. We have to take this to a game 3 situation. Yeah, Atanki, I'm just gonna surrender. He played, see, here's the thing, right? I don't respect Stall, but he did what he had to do to win. He did what he had to do to win that game, so let's report that, and then we side and put Ophidian in the deck for sure. So Dirge just kept on getting popped there is the thing, and I feel like it wasn't as beneficial as I would have wanted it to be. I feel like anything continuous won't be very useful when he has Dristan and all of his other means of popping things, right? So I'm going to get myself my Ophidian back. I should have just put it in the main deck, to be honest with you. It should be a main deck card, but hey, it is what it is. And then I'm just gonna throw in Mirror of Os, just so that way when he uses his trap and when he uses Merlin's effect, it won't be as useful for him. I think those 2 changes will allow me to be a little bit more successful here. And if he stalls the way that he did in the last duel, then I will definitely have time to draw into my Ophidian. I'm really kicking myself over that game. I made too many mistakes and I wasted too much time talking. So I was having to rush through all my decisions. Like, just putting the Sag and Dirge on the field in certain situations would have just prevented a lot from happening, right? Playing smarter, just clear things that I should have done better, but we still got this. And you know, what I like about a video like this is I don't know if I'm confident that I'm going to win, but you don't know if I'm going to win, and I don't know if I'm going to win is the thing. Literally anything could happen. I can't edit this. There's nothing I can change about it. We didn't open as well as we did in the last game, but we opened well enough, right? We opened a Yamato, so we're going to start from a very bare bones level. We're going to start from a very bare bones level and work our way up. I'm going to draw out a Yamato from the deck, right? That way, just in case I draw into Ties of the Brethren, I want it to still be live. We normal summon this. I know for a fact that he's going to try and play around my Crane, right? He's going to try and play around Crane, so Crane isn't a useful card to have in the situation. The more useful card to have is Quillin to make any potential Crane that I draw into actually usable. Okay, so he opened, I think he might have opened the best that he opens a Merlin this turn, right? He opens a Merlin this time around. So this might be his best opener out of our entire match. I'm gonna turn my toggle off, that way I don't waste any time on the back and forth. 10 minutes until the time limit. Hold on, I wanna show you guys this. Oh, can I show you guys this? There's a moderator just came into our chat and said that there's 10 minutes until the time limit. That last game took that freaking long, bro. It took that freaking long to deal with all of that. Okay, so we need to speed things up. I'm pretty sure that when it comes to the 10-minute time limit, the match goes on until, I think after the time limit expires, whoever has more life points automatically wins. So now that I know that the 10-minute time limit is coming up, I just have to make sure that I don't lose any life points, right? I just have to make sure that if he decides to stall, my life points will be higher when the timer runs out. Damn it, he's Guinevere to Grave. He can make a play. He can make an Artorigus this turn, but I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with, no, I'm not okay with that, because with the 10 limit time limit, I was thinking maybe take some damage and trigger my skill. I don't want to risk triggering the skill right now is the thing. I feel like that would be a dangerous thing to do because of the time limit. I don't know what's going to happen, so I have a very tough decision to make. And he ends his turn, so what I'm assuming he's going to try and do is disrupt me on my turn while I'm trying to set up. That is what makes the most sense, to be honest with you. I can't knock it, because there's no trap in grave. He doesn't have a trap in the graveyard. Okay. That's fair enough then. I'm going to get this Quillen into the graveyard as quickly as I possibly can. He can quick play XZ summon. He can quick play make his Artorias. He chose not to on that turn. I don't know what that back row is, but this entire time, he hasn't used anything like Karma Cut. He hasn't used anything like, has he used Raigeki Break? I don't remember if he used Raigeki Break or if that was someone else, right? But as things currently stand, I feel like being aggressive is the best thing I can do for myself. So let's activate my skill and get a Crane in my hand and make plays off of that. Actually, no, I'm not going to get Crane. I'm going to get myself an Ophidian. I'm going to get myself an Ophidian and save it for later, right? If I save myself this Ophidian for later, and then I activate Quillen now, I'll activate Quillen now, right? Activate Quillen and target his boars, right? Once per turn, his boars can't be destroyed. Or should I target Madrat? Ooh, this is tough. Do I target boards or do I target Madrat? I could get rid of Madrat right now, actually, and force him to XZ summon if he wants to keep it. Yeah, he has to XZ summon if he wants to keep the Madrat. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And he activates Merlin to counter. Very, very good. That's very, very good. Now, ooh, and he activates Until Noble Arms are needed once again, so I don't have to worry about what that face down back row is anymore, which means I could have gotten a Crane and gotten away with it, to be honest with you, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. I don't want Parallel Twister. He has a Parallel Twister. I need to keep that in mind as I do everything that I'm doing. Let's see if his Artorias is strong enough to deal with me here. Okay, face up defense position. That's fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. Now that I know I can do it confidently, I'm going to activate Ophidian and swing. That way, if he starts stalling, I mean, I've got a Fox in the graveyard now as it currently stands, so I can swing into him, knowing that there's a 10-minute time limit, and put him at a life point disadvantage over the course of the duel. He has to be aggressive. He cannot stall. He can't stall anymore, bro. If he wants to win, he has no choice but to be aggressive because the 10-minute time limit is on my side now. Okay, second Merlin on the field. He is being aggressive. He is being aggressive. He is making plays, and I very, very much like that. How much time is left on the timer? I think there's a total of 3.5 minutes, right? There's a total of 3.5 minutes, and I can tell from, I won't show you guys because I don't want to distract myself, but I can tell that they're actually watching it on the DLE stream, so we're probably holding up the entire pool. I say we, but he was the one stalling, and I want you to remember that. Okay, so now we're stalling a little bit. Now we're stalling just a little bit. But hey, bygones, it is what it is. Things happen that way sometimes. So he can't deal damage to me in this situation. We've got about 3.5 minutes till the timer runs out. I'm not going to slow play because that would just be kind of scummy, right? But I will set myself up for another Fox. I will set Mirror of Oaths, and end my turn. Again, I don't feel concerned or worried about like a Raigeki break or anything like that, so I'm just gonna end my turn. Ooh, do I swing? I don't even feel like I need to swing in this situation is how confident I feel, right? Like I don't feel the need to swing, but I guess that I should. I guess that I should swing, right? It only makes sense to do a little bit of damage just in case things don't go the way I'm hoping that they do. Book of Moon, that's very bad. That is very, very bad, bro. I shouldn't have tried to swing. Maybe he wouldn't have activated Book if I didn't. Maybe he wouldn't have activated Book if I didn't swing there. Oh no. Oh no, he has lethal. There's no Fox in the graveyard. That's I forgot he was running Book of Moon. It didn't even cross my mind is the thing, right? It did not even cross my mind. Bro, we're in danger. Parallel Twister as well. That is and there's 2 minutes left on the clock. There's nothing that we can do. I thought I had him, but there's nothing else we can do. Book of Moon won him the game. I hate to say that, but like anything else, I was trying so hard to plan around his deck and what he might potentially do. But he wins. GG's. I don't like the way he won the second game, but hey, a win is a win and I respect it. Yo, I just checked the DLE stream and my game was the game that they were watching, and that, oh man, if only, we have to win now. We don't have a choice but to win the next game. The next 2 games, to be honest with you, if we want to have a chance to make it into the top cut. But I believe, kind of, a little bit at least. Okay, so my next opponent's name is Sun Weasel, and he's already given us a code and said, good luck, have fun. I'm just gonna be like, thanks, you too, and we hop in for the next set of battles. Bro, I complained before because there was so much time in between my games. Now there's no time and I feel like I can't breathe, bro. 870596, right? That's the room code. I need to switch out my side deck cards. Participate as member. I need to switch out my side deck cards for what my actual main deck consists of, and then we can get started. Okay, so my recording equipment cut out for the start of the match. It looks like we're up against Ritual Beast. I kind of bricked. I got 2 foxes, a ties, and oh no. So we might be about to get OTK'd, hold on. And bro, the Ritual Beast combo is so freaking long. I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do this, bro. At least this guy's going through it very swiftly. I think he knows the combo quite well. So kudos to him for making it, because it's not the player's fault. I mean, you could have played something else, but the deck that you've chosen to play just requires you to go off on this long ass combo. And your opponent kind of just has to sit through it. In fact, could I go get my dinner before he's done? Oh snap, okay, I guess I couldn't, but I'm not dead somehow, so that's nice at least. Okay, oh bro, these dead draws, and the problem is, with a hand, I know for a fact that he can just bounce me back to hand all over again, so I have to bluff. I don't really have a choice here other than to bluff, which, hey, I mean, it goes down like that sometimes. I have no choice but to bluff, set 2, and end my turn, and then I will get a fork and start eating while he does what he does. Bro, I never thought I'd make a video where I'm just straight up eating in it. I never thought the day would come. Hey, it is what it is. This rice is delicious. He's got a pedal fin on the field, so I'm screwed. I'm gonna make myself some juice. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. I mean, I'm still gonna make myself some juice because I'm thirsty. Okay, so we lost that game 1 and we lost it hard. Let's see what we can do. See, here's the thing. Ritual Beast, I'll be honest, still confuse me to this day. I know Sean has helped to like get a vague understanding of how they work and what they're supposed to do. But like even with that, bro, I don't know what to side into. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, what's in my side deck? I genuinely do not know what I'm looking for. Ophidian, obviously. I'm gonna put Ophidian in there, but like, other than that, I don't know what I'm doing. So their levels don't matter. Stygian Dirge won't help me. They're not summoning anything from the main deck, I don't think, and none of them have the same names. I thought I would be seeing more Harpies, bro. Why am I seeing all these rogue decks? So I guess we get Ophidian and Crane, and we'll take out our Gyokus again, because I'm not expecting he's not gonna have crazy back row. I don't think Ritual Beast need crazy back row to run, and he didn't use any on that duel. I mean, he didn't need to because I got washed, but like, regardless. See, now most people would not post a video of a tournament where they got absolutely slapped, and I mean just fondled left and right. But no, I will. You will see this video no matter what happens next. I mean, I'm still gonna eat because I'm expecting this to take a while. Okay, going second. If we draw Beast Warrior, this is actually an okay hand. If not, we're screwed though. Oh, it looks like he didn't do anything busted in on turn 1. That being said, I don't have anything crazy for my turn 1 because I didn't draw that Beast Warrior. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to take a gamble because I don't feel like I have any other options. If I don't get aggressive here, I feel like I lose. Right? He never even got to see the fact that I was playing Boojins, did he? He still doesn't know what my deck is. So he probably didn't know what to side for, which is, I guess that's good. I'm going to send this to the graveyard. Well, not send it to the graveyard, summon it so it eventually gets sent to the graveyard, hopefully. And then I end my turn on this note. Now that's a risky play because it doesn't leave you with any of the setup and protection that you would have if you did it properly. But your opponent has to be able to deal, my opponent has to be able to deal 3,700 points of damage on this turn to kill me right now. Right, he has to beat over Tortoise and kill me, which he didn't do, so I'm fine. Now that back row, I'm guessing, is the card that will allow him on my turn to make his fusion monster. Let's just roll with the punches. Yeah, his toggle's on, and it was coming on before I did anything, which leads me to believe, so that means it's not needle sealing, and if it was activated before I summoned the monster, it could be TTH. I doubt it's TTH. Yeah, it can be TTH. They have a limit too. Tamer is limited to 2, so it's not TTH. So it's probably just that card that lets them quick play, do their fusion stuff. I'm going to just go all out offensive here because I meant to send the sinew, not the hair. I didn't mean to send the hair. Oh, Negate all light monster effects activated on the field or in the graveyard. That's not good. That's not good at all. How did he know? Hold on. Did I summon any Bujin monsters last turn, or does he just have that in his deck? Bro. Okay. That being said, I think I'm still okay here, right? Because that means he can't fuse on my turn. He can't quick play fuse here. And the ability to attack every monster my opponent controls isn't an activated effect, I don't think anyway. So I should, oh, he has Sphere. Okay, yeah, I'm in danger. I'm in a significant degree of danger, okay. Bro, my question is, does he just run around with that on the reg? I'm trying to remember, I put Fox face down both times. Is he just running Light Imprisoning Mirror in his main deck like a mania? I mean, I get, because there aren't many light decks in the meta. Resonators isn't light, Harpies isn't light. Like when Blue Eyes and Desperado and Noble Knights were running around, everyone was going with those cards because it makes it, this won't work, but I'm just gonna do it just in case I manage to survive till next turn, right? Because yeah, people would run that in their main deck to deal with all of those prevalent decks at the time. But none of the current meta decks are light themed. So how did he know? Because what I'm currently thinking is, because my duel was played on the stream, if this person was watching the stream, he would automatically know that I'm running Bujins once he got matched up against me. And since it was the last, my duel was the one that was the last, also I lost. My duel was the last one that was showcased on their Twitch stream of the tournament. So if he's watching the stream, it's gonna be fresh in his mind that, oh, Saul plays anime. Even if he does it, not even as a content creator, like just the name of the person he's up against was just playing Bujin, so he knows to side into that. That doesn't feel natural. I could be, hey, maybe it's just one of those ones where he just happens to run that in his main deck and he just got lucky and he drew it. But like that was damn. Yeah, so I just have to give him his GG and because I don't want to be that guy who starts like asking him like, hey, let me see your main deck and everything. Like I mean I mean, to be fair, it was game 2, so he's allowed to side deck. It's just information that he might have had, and I don't even know that he had it. So I'm just gonna hold that. That's a GG. So now I'm down 2-2. I don't think that I can top now. I'll still play the final game to see how it goes, but like I have my rice, I have my juice that looks like wine. I'm just gonna take it easy. Yo, guys, I have some bad news. I think the tournament was only 4 rounds, not 5, into the top cut. So I don't think we have a chance at redemption. I think that's just it, bro. We have to hold the L. Oh, that was fun. That was a very fun experience. GG's to everyone who I played. In the moment when you lose a duel, it can be frustrating, but like in hindsight, I made so many mistakes during this tournament. I don't think I deserved to top, to be completely honest with you. But it was a fun experience regardless. I'm really glad that DLE puts these events on so often and makes them free to enter. So I'm probably, if you guys enjoy this, I might do this with other just fun decks that I enjoy. I might do this with Chronomalies, maybe see what automats are like after their nerf, just all sorts of stuff. Shout out to DLE for hosting the event. Shout out to everyone who I played against. Shout out to you for making it this far into the video. And if you did make it this far, I love you. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.